In my hand, I have a digital magnifier that looks more like a traditional magnifier. So this, you can actually hold off the page. You're going to be able to make things bigger by making it more magnified. You can hit the button to make it less magnified. There's also a button on the side to actually change the contrast. So when I hit this button, I can change the contrast. And I find that 7 out of 10 of my patients prefer reading white on black. It's less glaring. This one we can also put flat down on the page, decrease the magnification a little bit, and that way you can slide it as it comes to reading if you're going to be reading for long periods. This one here, it's a little bit larger. It was designed to be able to fit a newspaper column underneath. So I can make things more magnified, I can make it less magnified. If I make it more magnified, I'm able to even scroll dynamically by pressing the buttons that are at the very top. This one has the ability that you can also slide it on a separate stand. And when you do that, it gives you the option that if you wanted to do a puzzle, so if you're into crossword puzzles, we can actually have you place this and put a pen underneath so you can fill out the crossword puzzle. You can also tilt the screen upward, so then if you're trying to thread a needle, you could do so. Or if you're doing a craft, you can do so as well, or cut your nails. This is from the same company, but it's actually a larger digital magnifier. And what you're going to notice is it has a bigger screen. It's a 12-inch screen. And by having it as a 12-inch screen, you're going to be able to fit about 2.5 widths of a newspaper column in here. You can make it bigger and smaller by pressing the buttons. You can change the contrast. But what I like about this one is that I'm able to also make it bigger and smaller like an iPad and move the print as I'm reading. And if it's a standard paperback book, you're able to put the paperback book underneath and it'll allow you to see the width of that paperback book, and you can magnify it. The next one I'm going to show you is this one here. It's compact, 10-inch screen. It has a separate arm. I've taken a picture of this page here, and what it allows me to do is, in addition to just being able to scroll where it shows one line at a time so you don't have to be worried that you're going to miss the line, I can also have it read back to me because it does text to speech. And you can actually silence that if you just want to move automatically. You can make it louder, you can make it smaller. If you wear hearing aids, you can actually attach a Bluetooth earpiece, so that way it speaks right to your earpiece. So this is one that I'm most excited about. This is actually the Ruby 10HD Speech. It's the newest one that came out in 2022. The reason I'm so excited about this one is that it does have two arms, just like the previous one from Optelec. And I can either have it closed down where I can be putting it over top of the page. I can make it bigger, I can make it smaller, or because it won't fit the full 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper with this part of the camera on its own, it has a separate swing arm camera that when I have that position, you'll see that you can actually position a full 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper here. So now I can magnify that by a touch screen, or I can use the buttons to make it bigger or smaller. I can hit the button on the side to change the contrast, just like all the other devices. Now, what I also like about this device is if I actually bring it back down, I can take a camera picture of this sheet. And it's taken and it's scanning the entire page. Once it's scanned, it gives you a few extra options that the previous Optelec 10HD Speech didn't have. So if I hit this play button right now, it's doing a recognition in progress. What's going to happen now is it's going to be able to read it back.
A&D, Dr. Michael Tolentino, MD Retina Specialist. I would like to...
So I can make that yet bigger, smaller. I can change the contrast. But any images that I save on the unit, I like the fact that I can now save it as a PDF. So that becomes a game changer for anybody who might be using a computer as well. They might be a student in the workplace, or the fact that you are on the computer back and forth. Or if you have a PDF that's on the computer, you can transfer that onto this device so it can read it back to you from that PDF. So it's a pretty impressive device. I think they've done a great job. And when we talk about digital devices, these are the ones that will definitely be able to get you to read more comfortably, easier, longer, and change the contrast so you can see the words the best you can. And if your vision is quite poor, the newer ones even give you the option of doing text to speech. And all of these are portable and they work on a rechargeable battery. So hopefully you've learned a lot, and this is going to make a big difference for you. Thank you.